First, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the regular squat. It's important just to make sure that your knees don't go above your toes or over your toes. Keep your core tight and just make sure that you're just really pumping through, and make sure that you're breathing. Also, you want to make sure that you keep your chest up, keep your head up as you're going through the process. Now what we're doing is we're actually touching the ground with our hands. You can use your fingertips or go even deeper by using your actual fists to go all the way down. As you do this again, head up, chest up, core tight, and thrust your hips forward every time that you come up. Now what we're doing is we're touching the ground and going all the way up top like you're touching the sky. Really drive forward and drive through as you're doing it. Make sure that as you're doing this, again, when you're doing squats, it's so important to make sure that you keep your chest up, your head up, but you're also keeping your core tight and really squeezing. To add to this, you can even go up on your toes or even make it a jump to really push and to add some more intensity to it. It's a great workout. It's really going to give you a lot of full body fitness benefits here. But really keep pushing, keep driving, and keep breathing. Now what we're going to do is move into the same type of squat, but now we're doing a spider move, where you're going to bring one leg back as you go down to the ground. Keep your core tight as you pull your leg back and bring it forward. This is going to be a great way to work your lower core and give you that added extra push there. Keep pushing, keep breathing, and keep going. Now the best part about this move is it sets you up to doing a burpee. So there you go. Go ahead and you're going to put them back and step up. Now when you're doing your burpee again, you're going to keep your core tight. You want to make sure that you're really driving your body up and coming down. To really amplify this, you can actually add a jump at the very end when you come back up to the top. But again, as always, core tight, chest and head up, and make sure you breathe and just take your time. You don't have to rush through this. And it will get better, you will get stronger, but the key is to keep building. This sequence is a great way to build up to your burpee. Now we're going to move into some ab work with planks. Now the important thing about planks is, one, you want to make sure that you have your core tight. Again, that's so important. And you want to make sure that you're holding on tight there. And now we're moving into a punch. This is just a next level of a plank. You're going to open up your legs and you're just going to punch, alternating arms right and left. Keep your core tight and do your best to stay stable and level. That way you can make sure you're getting the best burn for it. Now we're doing up downs. You're going to do the first 5. We're going to come up on your left arm and come back down. And then when you get to number 6, you're going to alternate and you're going to go up on your right side. This is a great move, and it's also great to build your shoulder strength. But again, when you're doing anything, especially with exercises, make sure you keep your core tight. It's also great to have a yoga mat or some type of support under you to make sure that you don't hurt your arms. This is what we call a dolphin plank. All you're going to do is flex your body up and down, holding your core tight, squeezing your legs to really give you the extra leverage, and just rolling back on your toes. It's also a great way to kind of stretch out your back a little bit, but you're definitely going to feel it with this move. Now we're doing side taps. All you're doing is just going side to side and tapping your hip down to the ground. If you can't get your hip down to the ground just yet, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. The more you do it, the easier it will get. Now let's go into a lunge series. Lunges are great because they really do build up your leg muscles. And since your leg muscles are such big muscles, it's a great way to really increase the heart rate and really pick up the calorie burn. Now we're just doing alternating lunges, stepping backwards. You're gonna make sure that your toe is always gonna be in front of your knee. You never want your knee to go over your toe. Now we're doing a bowler's lunge. You're just gonna step back and bring it back to the side. Now, the most important thing is that the leg that's going back, you're not putting a lot of weight on that leg. That's just to help you balance. The real work is being done on the leg that you're actually lunging on. But with anything, as I've said this whole workout, and to really make this a full body workout, make sure that you keep your core as tight as possible. Now what we're doing is we're bringing that back leg up for an oblique crunch. Now this is important because you want to make sure as you're driving your leg up that you not only keep your core tight, but that you're always doing that extra crunch right there on the side to really give you a good push there. Now if you lose your balance or it gets a little difficult, you can go back to a bowler's lunge. Now we're switching sides and going to the other leg. Again, you want to make sure your core is tight and the leg that's stepping back, it's only there for support and to really help with balance. It's not there for you to put a lot of weight on. So don't get comfortable or don't get lazy and use it as your go-to option. Again, core tight, head up, chest up. And again, if you lose your balance, no big deal. You just start over and keep going. But you really want to make sure that you're bringing your leg up and you're bringing your rib cage down to really crunch. As you get better at this, you can even lean over more to get even a deeper crunch. But this really shows you how to get started with it. Also make sure to really drive your leg up. That's going to come from keeping your core tight. So really hold it together and push. Now we're just doing an alternating bowler's lunge with a lift in the middle. All you're doing is coming down, lifting, and then going into the other side for the bowler's lunge. Now one thing you can do with this exercise, instead of doing just a leg lift, you can actually do like a jump, like a hop there to really amplify it and make it even more intense. But again, this is all about progression. So do it as comfortable for you. Don't overdo it, but do it once you're comfortable. Now we're back on the ground to do some ab work. I love this exercise. It's called in and outs. This is a perfect exercise, especially if you're trying to work your lower abs, especially for moms out there trying to get rid of that baby pooch. This is a great exercise for it. And there are little different variations you can do. This is just a basic in and out. Keep your hands flat on the ground and come in and out. Now we're going to turn over and do some mountain climbers. Now, mountain climbers, you go into a plank, holding your core tight, and just bring your legs up and back, and just alternate your legs there. Keep your core tight. I'm tapping the floor here, but you can also do it without tapping your toes to the ground. Roll back over, get yourself ready, and now we're going to do side in and outs. It's a little bit different. You want to squeeze your kneecaps together and squeeze your inner thighs together, and then tap your legs on opposite sides while still crunching in and out. This is also great because it works your obliques, it works your lower abs, but it also works your inner thighs and it works your legs. So keep going, core tight, and don't forget to breathe. That's so important. We're gonna roll back over and now do mountain climbers, but we're gonna cross our legs in front of us. Ideally, you wanna aim to bring your knees to like your elbows or your armpits or like that side of your body. That way you get that real good crunch. And every time you bring your knees up, make sure you squeeze and crunch. Now, we're gonna roll back over and we're gonna do more like kickouts and flutters. So you're sort of gonna go in the same position you were for the in and out, but you're just gonna flutter your legs back and forth. Again, you can touch the floor if you need some more balance, or what you can do is lift your legs all the way up. Now we're just holding it here for 10 seconds. If you want, you can even extend your legs to a full V and make a full V set. But for this exercise, that's all you need to do. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout and hopefully give you some great tips on how you can work out at home without a lot of work and a lot of equipment.